Hey everyone, I'm King. Welcome back to King Spade channel. So the Ragnarok had just updated the game with a new features. Well, a bunch of new things actually, and one of it is the pet system. In this video, we are going to look at this pet system. What is it all about? So first of all, the pet can be obtained from using the pet taming chest item. Now, where to get this item? Players often say that it can be obtained from the pet dungeon. But if you are not familiar with the community lingo like me, you will not find the pet dungeon anywhere in the game because it is not exactly the pet dungeon per se. It is the elemental realm. You can call it dungeon if you want, but I particularly like to call it as it is, the elemental realm. Now, why players refer this as to the pet dungeon? Because here you can get the pet taming item. Now, the elemental realm is initially a place that you can get EXP, card album and mythic gear. You will have a limit of 60 minutes daily inside the elemental realm. By AFK killing monsters in elemental realm for 60 minutes, you can get 25% more EXP and also higher chance of getting mythic gear for your character. Now, with the pet system, you can also get the pet taming item. So yesterday in 60 minutes, I managed to get 7 pet taming chests. To get yourself a pet, firstly you open the chest. Opening the chest will give you random pet taming item. For now, the available pet taming item is for the Pouring, Savage Babe, Isis, Alice, and also the Golden Thief Bug. The other pet like the Oak Warrior, Ninetail, and Strauf can be obtained from Elemental Fairyland. I initially thought the Elemental Realm is the Elemental Fairyland, but I guess there will be other place that you can get these 3 pets. The Edgar is from time limited event, and the Joker can be obtained from God of War. I think this is another feature that have not unlocked yet. Now, opening the pet taming item will not guarantee you to get the pet. You will have a chance to get it, essentially a 50-50 chance to successfully get the pet. From the 7 pet taming chest item, I got 1 pet taming item for Savage Babe, 2 for Pouring, 2 for Alice, and another 2 pet book that I will explain later what this pet book used for. So let's open the pet taming item to get the pet. Now, players are more inclined to choose the Alice pet as their main pet because the Alice pet has skill that can help you to deal damage to the target. It will help you to clear monster faster in Endless Tower, help you to deal more damage for MVP hunt, and also deal damage in PvP. But it is not necessarily the best pet to use. Keep watching the video and you'll know why. Oh, I also got a Isis pet. I think this is a free pet given by the game for the pet system update. So this Isis is kind of a free pet for everyone. So now I have 4 pets in total. Just nice for the pet lineup. Okay, now in the pet system, there are 2 groups of pets, the pet deploy and pet assistant. The pet deploy can be slotted with 4 pets, and the pet assistant can be slotted with 5 pets that will be unlocked progressively according to your level. Each pet has 2 different stats. The top one is its own stat, and the bottom one, this is the stat that you will get if you use the pet as a deploy pet. So for example, here I have not set any pet in the deploy pet group yet, and my physical attack and magic attack is this value. And let's set Alice to the deploy pet group. The pet power will be added to your total combat power, but what exactly you get is the pet deploy attribute. See that my physical attack and magic attack value had increased exactly the amount of the Alice pet deploy attribute. Same goes to the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th pet that you set into the pet deploy group. You will not just get the pet power added to your character total combat power, but you will also get the pet's deploy attribute. Here is my stat before and after setting the deploy pets. Now what about the pet assistant? What can you get from the pet assistant? So you can only get the pet deploy attribute from the deployed pet. For pet assistant, you will not be getting this part of the pet attribute as the pet is not set to the pet deploy group. But one thing that you will still get is the pet skill. The pet skill, starting at rank 5 onwards, it has skill to increase its owner's stat. So for assistant pet, you will still get this skill effect. Now how to unlock the pet skill? To unlock the pet skill, you need to rank up the pet. To rank up the pet, you then need the same pet as a fodder to unlock it. Ranking up the pet will then unlock the pet skill. Now here is why the Alice pet may not be necessarily the best pet to use, or any of the epic or legendary pet like the Edgar or Joker pet. Sure, they have skill that is very useful to your character. The Edgar has skill to increase your attack, and the Joker has skill to increase your melee and range attack damage. But to unlock its skill, you need a duplicate pet, the same pet as fodder. Unlocking the first skill need 2 of the same pets. Unlocking the next skill need 4. So the requirement to unlock a higher level pet skill need a lot of the pet duplicate. Now that you know about the pet deploy and assistant system, next let's talk about what pet to use. You essentially can use the 4 pets that you set to deploy. To switch between the pet during combat, just click on this icon here and you can freely switch the pet to assist you in combat. To increase the pet level, you can use the pet skill book or any of the pet itself. It will give the pet EXP to increase its level. Some players might just want to focus on increasing the level for only one pet because you might have a particular pet that you like and want to use it as your main pet. But as the pet level increase, its own stat and also the deploy attribute will increase too. It not only increases its own power, but it also provides more stat to your character. So for that, I suggest that you level up all of your pets equally, so you will get the optimal stats from all of your deployed pets. And if you ask me what pet is the best to be used, then I would suggest to just get the normal pet pouring or savage babe. These pets taming items are relatively easier to get when opening the pet taming chest, and with that have higher chance of getting a duplicate pet, so easier to unlock the pet skill, which will provide you even more stat. Alright, I hope this video helped you to understand the pet system in the Ragnarok. If you have more info on the pet system that I missed, don't hesitate to let me know at the comment below. That's it for this video. This time video shoutout goes to... Thank you for always supporting me and this channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video. And as always, happy playing. Bye bye.